message get through to Eric Murray, or what's going on?
Well, I hope so. Honestly, Dave, Eric will have a couple good days, and then he'll have a real bad day, and he mirrors our team in a lot of ways. We get things going. We have a hard time hard time with prosperity. But Eric's getting better. Bruce Pearl was here yesterday and said, you sure got his attention. He's listening. He's trying to do what you ask him to do. I tell you what he does for us too. Dave's got great hands. In the middle of a team that can't hold on to anything, he gets his hands on it. He doesn't lose it much.
Coach, also his ability to defend in the post. He obviously got a number of blocks on their big kid. How key was his defense that second half?
Well, it was huge. The problem what we keep trying to explain to him and keep working with him at is that he can't stop playing. When he stops playing, he gets caught behind, he gets a foul. Then you got to take him out of the game. But that's our team. We make a three and turn around and start leading the students that were there, in a cheer, and in the meantime they're shooting a three in at the other end. It's just dumb. It's just dumb things.
Could you look at, like Murray had a couple of big blocks in the final minutes. I think Dominique might have had one. Some important rebounds there by Eric. I mean, you talk about plays in the final couple of minutes defensively that stood out in this game, and yet they weren't there the entire game. I mean, is it just a sense of urgency that makes this team play good defense down the stretch, or was it just this game, or what?
We struggle, Justin, with being consistent. With consistent effort, and we probably have too many guys that are all about the same. So, I think the prudent thing to do is play the one that's playing the best that day. But then you got guys, because I just told them in there, and players look at everything through their own eyes. Where, when you coach, you have to look at the whole picture, and Dave's finding that out. It's and I think the battle is to have them keep playing, and I thought when I came here, we're probably not going to have the 5 best players in our league, probably not even close, but maybe we have the 10 best, and we can wear people down. We can get out and pressure and make everything hard and make every pass hard and just wear them down. And I think to a degree we have at times, but this team is not consistent. I mean, it's just not consistent. We'll have somebody do a really good thing, and then they'll do a really stupid thing. Yeah. And they did it last year. Let's be honest. They did the same thing last year. I mean, we had games where we're playing like crazy, and we get it going the way we want it to go, and then all of a sudden they just do stupid things, and they just that's what we got to fix. We got to continue to play. We have a little prosperity and we don't get back, and we miss a shot or a free throw and we put our head down and run back and stand behind our guy. It's just, honestly, I thought it was a hard game to play. I mean, it was a hard game to figure out. If you know what I'm talking about, yeah.
Bader said everybody in the gym knew he was trying to take that last three. What did you see on the screen in the switch? It felt like they at least forced a deep three.
Well, we were going to switch everything, and then Gary said, don't switch, I got him. And, you know, I've, over the years, I guess, had a tendency maybe to believe those guys, you know, when they're that convincing. He got too good a look. I mean, we should have switched everything. You know, and I thought, you know, it was 15 seconds, I think, when he calls timeout. It's just too much time to foul. I mean, if everybody can say foul, but I mean, they could end up getting, you foul them, they make two, you're up by one, then they foul you, and then all of a sudden it becomes a free throw shooting contest, and I'm not real confident in us winning those. You know, so that's kind of why we didn't foul.
Been able to figure out why you can't seem to get a rebound until about halftime?
Well, could it be we're starting the wrong guys? Could be maybe we're.
You say it doesn't matter if you start.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. What I said was I've always wanted something in my hip pocket. I always wanted to be able to put a guy in who could change the game. I mean, we've got some guys aren't playing very well. And I mean, some of them know it, you know, some of them still kind of in denial. Which is puzzling when you look at stats and you say, how do you deny that, you know? But
anything else?
Is that guy in the hip pocket like that Dominic Rutledge who brings energy if nothing else in, and usually a lot more, but I mean...
If we could get Dom to be more consistent, but you never know what you're going to get with Dom. That's the problem with Dom. You know, it's you just don't know. If Dom, and I'm not telling you anything we haven't told Dom, and Dom knows, and if Dom would be more consistent and would do the things that we ask him to do, I mean, Dom could be a guy who can come in and change the game with his athleticism. You know, we all thought whatever, you know, that Dennis could change it with his physical strength, and he's just a hard matchup for people, and you know, to this point it hadn't worked. I think it will. I mean, Dennis has started working a lot harder at it. So, you know, I think we can, you know, Eric's not as physical as Dom and Dennis, but he's so long, you know, and honestly he's more skilled. He can step out and make shots, passes it better. You know, we should have a pretty good combination there. It's just hard whenever they're power forward, 6'4", with ball skills and makes threes, to play two of those guys together. It's just hard. They kind of made us play to them more than, you know, us making them play to us.
Coach, you know Dennis better than anyone. Is there any worries about, you know, losing him or
No. Justin, what y'all don't understand is that everybody sees, you know, that you know, I don't play him or I get on him or I do whatever. You know, the reality is they know how much I care about him. So, you know, no, absolutely not. I don't think there's any chance whatsoever. Honestly, Dennis is great. I mean, Dennis knows he's not playing very well. You know, and we have a couple in there. I don't know. We'll look at the tape again and hopefully try to fix some things with the tape. I've only ever had one guy my whole life that denied it was him. You know, on the tape, had his name on the back of the jersey and his number and everything. Looked like him. He said that wasn't him. No, it wasn't Dennis. It wasn't Dennis.
What about Bader overall? Kid had one scholarship offer, D1 coming out of high school.
Oh, he's terrific. Greg does a great job. You know, they're in an area where there's a lot of players, and people get overlooked. You know, the metropolitan Detroit area, and then, you know, you go on up to Flint and Saginaw and Grand Rapids and East Lansing, and there's a lot of players. You think about the players that come out of all those places, and they do a great job. They do a great job of finding guys that, you know, quite frankly, people miss on. Benson, they recruited out of high school, who's a pro. You know, and the other thing they do is they do a great job of you know, relationships, so that when somebody leaves, you know, a Big East school, a Big 10 school, or Big 12 school, they're one of the options, or the main option for those guys to come back. So they really do a good job. I mean, you have to understand, Greg started, that was an NAIA program, you know, not a very good one at that when he took it over. He's done a great job. From a bad NAIA program to a team that's been in the NCAA tournament and really had people beat. I mean, should have advanced a few years.
Thanks, Ed.